Hey, and welcome to another episode of Smoky Ribs. What I'm doing today is pulled pork. You've seen me do them in the past. I probably have 4 or 5 videos up on my channel doing different things with pulled pork. But what I'm doing today is I'm using 2 products sent in by 2 different subscribers. One of them is the Killer Hogs, the barbecue rub. Alright, and the other one is the Old Mule barbecue sauce. Can't wait to try both of these. I hear this rub is excellent. Randy over there, one of my subscribers, he sent the Old Mule barbecue sauce and turned me on to that. I hadn't tried it yet, so we're going to try it today for the very first time, as well as the barbecue rub. Alright, what do you want? Huh? Well, what I was wondering is if you were actually going to show the products here. You know, you're absolutely right. Okay, here's the Old Mule barbecue sauce sent in by Randy. And here is the barbecue rub sent in by Norman Johnson. Thank you both so much. I hear this is some awesome rub. Can't wait to try this. Alright, let's get busy.
If you want to cook backyard barbecue till you get your feel, you come to the right place. Russ Jones Smoky Ribs. Smoky Ribs. Smoky Ribs.
I'm going to be using my Kamado Joe this morning. What I've got here, this is the old charcoal from the last cook. I just pushed all the ash down between these holes right here in this bottom grate. I've only cooked with it one time since I cleaned it last, so I'm good to go. Now what I'm doing now is I'm adding some new charcoal, big pieces, right into the bottom, right over these vent holes here. That'll prevent little small pieces from blocking that up. All right, now I'm right here at the bottom. What I'm going to do right now is add 1 piece of smoke wood in the bottom. I'm going to go ahead, pour in some more lump. All right, I've got 2 more pieces that I'm going to be adding pretty close to the center. I want most of this smoking to happen within the first few hours, and the closer to the center I can locate this smoke wood, the more that's going to happen. And the fire is going to burn down as well as out, so it's also going to catch that first piece that I put in there in the bottom on. So I'm going to take these off for now. We're going to go ahead and put a lighter cube in this and get her going. All right, I'm going to place this lighter cube right dead center. That's where we want to start it at. All right, now speaking of these fire starter squares right here, I bought these, just got them in this week. This is the Rutland brand fire starter squares. These are made identical to popular brands that I've used in the past. There's 144 squares in here. I paid 20 bucks for this box. That was with shipping using Prime. And you just can't beat that. These will last me a few years, 2 to 3 years easily. So I'm going to put a link in the description box where I found these exactly on Amazon. All right, so we're just going to simply light it up. And there we go. All right, I'm just going to let this go. I got my bottom vent wide open. We're going to let this go a good 10, 12 minutes until we got a good fire going on here. Then I'm going to add my smoke wood and go on with the deflector plate and the grate. All right, I got a brand new product here, iGrill. They sent me a new unit. I've been using the iGrill 1 for quite a while with great success. I love it, still works good. Now if you see a lot of flickering in that, it's only because of the feedback through the camera. Has a magnetic base on this one. It also holds up to 4 probes. It comes with 2, but I'm going to order the other 2. You just never know what you need 4 probes for. You might have a couple things going on at one time. So anyway, not only can you use that unit to see what your temperatures are with these arrows right here. Right now I'm at my yellow probe. I can hit the arrow here. Now it's showing 166 degrees. That's because I already have a probe on the grate reading the grate temperature. I'm mainly going to be keeping up with the temperatures using my phone here. All right, as you can see there. Let's see if we can get a shot of this. I put the Killer Hogs barbecue rub on here around 4 or 5 hours ago. Now I'm going to put another coat right before it goes in. My smoke is calmed way down. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm almost down to a real thin blue smoke, and that's what you want. You don't want that heavy white smoke. All it's going to do is make your meat bitter. You want a very light, almost clear smoke, one that you can barely detect. Matter of fact, the camera hardly ever can detect it. All right, I'm going to flip this over and do the back side as well. And by the way, I always go fat side up. It's going to go up just like you said. That's the way it's going to go onto the grate. One thing that I know there's different opinions on this. I personally think that the fat helps keep this seam moist as it renders down into the meat. A lot of people think by flipping it over it protects the meat from the heat. Well, that's what the heat deflector's for. This meat's going to be just fine. I think we're pretty good right there. All right, I've been rocking now about 1 hour. Got my temperature leveled out perfect. Couldn't be any better. As you can see right here, I can just barely see smoke coming out of here. That's what you want right there, or at least that's what I want. I don't like a heavy smoke on much of anything, to be honest with you. I just want to taste the smoke in it. I want to taste the flavors of the meat. I don't want nothing overpowering it. All right, talking about barbecue, I've got to do a shout out for a guy that's recently started a YouTube channel. He's I don't know, maybe 3 months, maybe 4, I'm not exactly sure, but Jason Ganal over there at GQ Barbecue. I'm telling you what, this channel is going to be big one day. I just know it is. I'm going to watch this guy. He's a professional barbecue competitor, okay? He's ranked like #1 in certain categories. I tell you what, I'm going to let him explain it to you and tell you why you need to go over there and subscribe.
Let me give you a couple of reasons why you should subscribe to this brand new barbecue cooking channel. I'm one of the top competition barbecue cooks in the country. I travel around and compete in the biggest and best barbecue contests against the best barbecue cooks. Pretty cool, huh? 2014, I finished in the top 1% nationally in all 5 categories out of over 5,000 teams, finishing as high as 6th in brisket. We also won the United States' 3rd largest contest, as well as winning our 9-state, 29-contest Regional Barbecue Association's Team of the Year award.
Wow.
On my channel, you are going to get first-hand instruction from me on how to make the best meat you will ever make, using simple and effective recipes and techniques that will allow you to use minimal effort while getting a maximum impact, satisfying your family and friends. Okay, if I couldn't convince you, maybe Holly can, because you can always convince me.
Please subscribe and let's get cooking.
All right, the iGrill thermometer is showing right on 200. Let's compare it with this instant read thermometer. Make sure we're good. 200, dead on the money. All right, I'm gonna remove this, gonna wrap it in foil and let it rest for around an hour. Y'all seen just how well that pulled. 200 degrees, that's the magical number. And I did this thing in record time. This was 10 plus pounds of pork butt. I did this in 6 hours by ramping my temperature up to 275. This Kamado Joe, once again, is a beast, man. It's just unreal. All right, we're gonna try out this Old Mule barbecue sauce. Just cracked the lid on it, smelt of it. Smells like something I'm gonna love. Oh yeah, it's got a nice vinegary base to it. Let's spoon a little bit on there. It's a little thick. Not too thick. All right, let's see what we got. All right, here we go. Insane flavors. I tell you what, the guys that were telling me on my Facebook page that I'm gonna like this rub, boy, they wasn't lying. Killer Hogs, the barbecue rub. I'm going to have a link in the description box for an Amazon link. Go over there and try it. This stuff is killer. Barbecue sauce, Old Mule, excellent stuff. Absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to go in here and dive in. I'm gonna eat about 3 of these. But look, I appreciate it, Randy. I appreciate it, Norman. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you thinking about me. And I got a lot of pulled pork in there we're gonna eat tonight that I'm gonna freeze into separate bags. I got a few more videos coming up where I'm gonna utilize this pulled pork. So until next time, smoke your ribs.